Wanted to start off with some breaking news. We just got an update, really some clarification from authorities after a school bus involved crash in the Charlotte area. So if you're watching our 5 and 6 o'clock hour, we had live images for you of the scene that was over at the intersection of Sledge Road and Steele Creek Road. And there was some sort of confusion because we were hearing some numbers as far as how many students might be involved or how many people might be hurt via medic, and then also CMS was giving us different information. Well, we've come to find out here, we've learned just a few moments ago, that there were actually 2 school buses that had incidents on the roadway in that same area. So there was a bit of confusion from, it sounds like, CMS in getting us the correct information about the crash we were actually looking at. So you're seeing some of the images that our team captured there at that intersection that we mentioned. And so this is what CMS sent us just a few moments ago. So they said that when we initially reached out to ask them about the school bus crash, they did have a bus accident that was reported on Steele Creek, and that was for bus 1509. There were no injuries reported with that one. They said shortly after they responded to us asking for information, they actually got another bus crash that came into their system that they heard about, and that is bus 1947, also on Steele Creek, and there were some injuries that were apparently being evaluated. Medic was on scene looking at potential injuries there. So CMS says it is still gathering more information to disperse to us regarding that bus crash. However, the initial information we received from Medic says that there were 7 patients involved with this scene, non-life-threatening injuries reported. So we want to make sure that we brought you that update and that clarification, since this obviously was a big story for us as we were in the 5 and 6 o'clock hour. So once again, we're going to recap here what we all know here with this school bus involved crash, Sledge Road, Steele Creek Road. There actually were 2 school buses that crashed seemingly separately, 2 separate instances, just minutes apart, apparently just miles apart, but in that Steele Creek area. There was one 1509, no injuries reported, and then bus 1947 had some injuries that were being evaluated according to CMS, but Medic had already told us that they were treating 7 patients that they knew of with non-life-threatening injuries there. We will continue to keep you updated as we learn more. Once again, CMS has promised more information as it gathers it, so we can bring that to you here on Live Impact News if that comes in here in that timely manner. But of course, we are still here on WCNC Plus all the way through 11:30. We have the 11 o'clock news that's coming up in a few hours, so we will certainly have all the very latest information for you then. All right, so with that, we wanted to turn to some of the other big headlines we're following this hour. We have a couple events that we're seeing around the Charlotte area, so as more information and feeds come in with that, we'll bring you that information.